Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene. And it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one, it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know, I'm super hyped. They said it was like an early version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes, but so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension. I love like the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that, and yeah, like shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Danielle, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Woo, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
Joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson.
Yeah, they found some decent looks. The shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's lights out in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Carter. Nails the wide-open jumper. And some teams a little slow out of the gate, Smitty, including a couple of contenders.
BA, if you're a true contender, you're not concerned at this stage. You know there's a lot of season left to turn things around.
Here's the captain, following the bucket by the Magic. Here's the great one, Isaac covering. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Fultz with it. Pass to Wagner. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's lights out. Here's the great one. Isaac covering. Here's the great one. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And they'll keep possession. Pass to primetime. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Fultz. From 13, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Shot is up. Shot's good by Thompson.
Assist from number 32.
And here's Fultz. Down low, Carter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr., he's a very solid defender. He doesn't get a ton of blocks in the box scores, but contests and changes a lot of shots.
And so Carter nails them both. And with Carter Jr., he isn't a big numbers guy, Smitty, but the defense is effective.
But what he is a very strong rebounder on that end. Probably won't win Defensive Player of the Year, but he's a net positive on D.
They get it again. Isaac, an easy two on the layup.
Defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
The BA, when he gets the rim. In his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Carter on the wing, goes up on the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Carter's got 6 points. Now here's Thompson, guarded closely to the paint. Takes one from 10 feet. Here's prime time, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
The captain, that's good.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Orlando trailing here. Fultz passes to Isaac. Who poked away. Thompson with a steal. Pass to the gray one. Here's lights out. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside for Fultz. And he banks in the layup.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Now here's Thompson. Here's lights out. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to the gray one. Gets stolen by Isaac. Here we go, one-on-one. Fultz with it. Now Carter. 6 points for him. There's the block. Here's lights out. Here's the captain. Shot from the wing. Not going to go that time. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Pass to Fultz. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. There's always been a lot of talk about Markelle Fultz's shooting. But Grant, one sign as to the strides he's made in his first few years in the league was the upward trend in his free throw shooting.
And when you see that kind of improvement, BA, it speaks to the work he's put in. You don't become a great free throw shooter by accident. It takes time and effort, and Fultz put in plenty of both.
That free throw no good. And the second free throw is good. Here's cool hands. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the middle. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. And stolen by Anthony. Pass to Okiki. Back to Anthony. Here's Okiki. Clock at 6. And here's Fultz. No good. A bit long that time. Here's the great one. The shot no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. And it's ABC missing. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first. Here's cool hands. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Anthony. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Bamba. Oh, he misses the reverse. Here's Mr. Moves. And he drives in. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that's something for the team's fans and for his highlight reel.
Orlando calls timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Fultz with it. Driving inside. Oh, there's a killer. slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Mr. Moves. They get it back. Pass to cool hands. Misses the three.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Inside, here's ABC. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line,
And he makes the first.
Number 5, taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Pass to Mr. Moves. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one goes.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
And here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Number 17. His first, 4th team foul.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
For Orlando, Cole Anthony. 2 shots.
And Anthony drops them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Mr. Moves. Hounded by Fultz. Pass to the gray one. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
That one misses. And he nails the third. There's 6 seconds left in the opening quarter. From deep three-point range. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They're up by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And it's Mr. Moves in at the 2. Pass to the bulldozer. 5 to shoot. Here's Gray from outside the arc. The shot comes out.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Suggs, no good. Here we go, one-on-one from downtown. And the basket by Mr. Moves. 7 points in the game.
He wisely chose to pull up for a 3 on the fast break. The defense sucked in to prevent the layup.
To the wing, right side. Here's Okiki. Deflected. Here's Bamba. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Bamba's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to the gray one. The reverse. Rebound by the Magic. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Suggs. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged culture.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Orlando trailing here. To the inside. Here's a... Wow! Crazy good!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
6 on the shot clock. Down low. Oh, it's stolen. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now here's Anthony. He's guarded closely. Here's Carter with the drive, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Quick first step. Wendell showing he can put the ball on the floor and drive it.
Pass to Primetime. Out to Thompson. The 3. No good. Now Orlando takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Carter. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Thompson goes in. Ooh, a beautiful reverse layup. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Away team foul. Number 5. His first team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Suggs. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the left wing. 3-pointer.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night. He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. It's tipped.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Pass to lights out. Here's the captain. 4 on the clock. Now here's Thompson. 4-3. Unable to get that one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Here's the captain. Pass to Thompson. Here's the bulldozer. He's checked by Carter. The bulldozer can't get it to go. Tight game here in Orlando. Down low. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
I'll tell you what, you have to be excited about Jonathan Isaac. Whenever he's on the floor, he makes an impact on both ends of the court.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. Here's the captain. And Fultz pulls it down. Well, the main thing for Jonathan Isaac is his health. Seems like whenever he gets healthy, he ends up getting hurt again. Guy's been through a lot. He's had to battle through a number of injuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously frustrating for him, I'm sure. But he's still got youth on his side. So here's hoping he can remain healthy and reach his potential.
Here's Suggs, defended by Thompson. Pass to Carter. Now Wagner. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's lights out. Shoots. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Here's Suggs. And it's Wagner missing. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now the Magic with it. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Suggs. Tipped away. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Okiki's checked in for Wagner. Here's Okiki. Outside Fultz. Let's go with a three. Okiki's shot is good. Okiki's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And there's 1:45 left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. To the paint. Oh, swiped away. And here's the fast break. The three. The captain misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's the captain, covered by Bamba.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. 59 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Fultz. He's got 5. To the inside. Stolen. Inside. Oh, stolen by Fultz. Here's Okiki. Tries again.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Magic, Chuma Okiki. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 32 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Primetime. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Suggs. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Picked it out of midair. Down low. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. He got it off in time. That shot, no good. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 4.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, checking out the visiting team. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been disappointed.
That's all for now. Say goodbye.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Isaac and Carter up front. Fultz and Suggs are the 1 and the 2, and it's Wagner in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the great one.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Lights out. That's good.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Fultz. Knocks it loose. In transition, here they come.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Blocked! Here's the captain. Pass to the gray one from the arc. Drains the triple. He's got 12.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Away team foul. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And here's Fultz to the paint to halt the run. And Wagner with the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Oh, rejected by Isaac. They retain possession. And it's the Magic with the ball. They trail by 11.
Away team foul.
Anthony's checked in for Orlando.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. Coming on the floor for your Magic.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And Orlando has possession. 11-point game. Thompson with a steal. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Pass to Fultz. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the inside, Carter. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one.
Versatile and polished offensively. What a night for Wendell Carter Jr.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
Carter's gotten 5 of his 7 shots to fall. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Thompson, no good. Thompson's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Fultz passes to Isaac. It's good. Isaac's got 6.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Here's the captain. Pass to the gray one. Here's the captain, hounded by Fultz. Here's lights out. The 3 from Thompson. It doesn't go for him.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Back to Wagner. Lets it go from deep. Anthony outside.
Away team foul. Number 3. His first. Third team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Carter. Wide open. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
The team creates a good look for Carter. His rock-solid mechanics do the rest.
Here's the great one. Isaac covering. Here's the bulldozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's the great one. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Ooh, Thompson with the block. Here we go, 1-on-1. Over to the wing. Here's the captain. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's the captain. 3-pointer off the mark.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And they're pushing it up. Up ahead. It's stolen by Isaac. In transition, the Magic on the run. Fultz can't get it to go. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Orlando.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And Smitty, a lot goes into team success, but ownership, or the governors if you prefer, as important as anything. They say the best write big checks and then get out of the way. You think it's that simple?
It's not, BA. You can write a big check, and sometimes we've seen it doesn't work. I think it comes down to continuity, culture, passion, and everybody from ownership down to the players. If they're on the same page, usually you have success.
And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sail.
Here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And the Magic again can't hit. Here's Mr. Moves. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Wagner with it. Anthony up top. Here's a Kiki. Anthony outside. Back to Wagner. They get the rebound. Wagner's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Pass to Mr. Moves. And stolen by Anthony. Here's ABC. No one near him. And it's hauled in by Gray. Down low. Here's the bulldozer. Covered by Bamba.
2 minutes.
Here's the bulldozer. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Pass to Anthony. Here's a Kiki to the paint. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Mr. Moves. Second chance shot. Fires from deep. Snatched away. Anthony left side. And the layup is good off the glass.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
55 seconds left in the third. Pass to Mr. Moves. Here's the bulldozer. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Anthony. And they turn it over. Stepped on the line that time.
Ball goes to the away team.
Suggs is checked in for Wagner. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Gray. There's the steal. Here's Suggs. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's hauled in by the great one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's lights out. Inside. Here's the bulldozer. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 9. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. 3 quarters behind us. Let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Orlando trailing here. And it's Thompson in at the 2 guard. Pass to ABC. Got a hand on it. Goes up again. Here's lights out. Here's prime time.
Oh, my goodness.
And he hammers in the reverse slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Anthony. Thompson outside. Here's the great one on the take. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Okiki down low. He's off on the layup.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pass to Mr. Moves. From the wing. Here's primetime. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Orlando calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to the captain. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Magic ball.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. To the inside. Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's the captain, hounded by Fultz. The 3 from Thompson hits the trifecta.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Suggs, defended by Thompson. Here's Fultz, banked it in off the glass.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's the great one. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Fultz.
Away team foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in.
First team foul. Coming on the floor for your Magic.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Isaac for 3. No good that time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 14. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Isaac, defended by Thompson. Here's Suggs, and he gets it to go.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's the captain. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. Here's the captain, hounded by Fultz. Inside. Here's Primetime. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Back to Fultz. There's the three. No luck on that one.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Down low. Here's Bamba. And rejected. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando.
Wendell Carter Jr.
To the middle. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young man.
Pass to the captain. Here's the great one. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And he recovers it. Here's lights out. Just 5 to shoot.
Orlando foul. Jalen Suggs.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Here's Thompson. It's intercepted. Now here's Fultz. The D's right on it. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And here are the Magic now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Suggs. Thompson pulls it in. Here's the captain. Pass to Thompson. Here's the great one. Hounded by Fultz. And Thompson gets the three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
And no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Up top, Fultz. Here's Suggs. Back to Fultz. 6 to shoot. From deep. Tipped, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Away team ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Thompson outside. Shoots over Hampton. Thompson, no good.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
To the paint. Here's Bull. And he slams it in one-handed.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
.58 seconds left in the final quarter. Lights out, no good. Now the Magic with it. Down by 15. Pass to Hampton. Here's Bull. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Offensive board. Here's Bull. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's lights out. Pounded by Harris. Pass to the gray one. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Primetime. Here's lights out. Here's the great one. That one's good.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Memphis Grizzlies. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Okongwu. And it's Young. Then there's Murray. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Clock at 4. Baller passes to Ross. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Count that one.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Young against Ross. Pass to Baller. Here's Easy Breezy. Releases. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And Young kicks to Collins. Bogdanovich wide open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Baller, he's covered by Murray. Fast break, the Hawks. Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
3 points.
Young's got his second bucket tonight.
What quickness from Young on that play. He gets the ball and gets to his release with great quickness.
Ross against Young. Passes to Baller. Here's the monster. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
First
the defender all over.
Second team foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for the home team. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Poked away. Ross with the steal. There's the pass to Easy Breezy. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Okongwu with the elbow. Out to the right wing. And here's Collins from outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Ross with the bounce pass. Baller passes to Ross. Pass to Easy Breezy. They get it back. Here's baddest one. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Tipped away. Here's Baller. Here's the monster. Tries again. Passes it to Baller. Shot clock at 6. The tray. Rebound by Murray. The Hawks leading. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Misses off the right iron. Baller. He's covered by Murray. Inside. Count that bucket.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Outside Collins. Pass to Young. From deep. No good that time. Ross against Young. No good from Ross. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 1. Young against Ross. Young passes to Okongwu. Goes up and lays it nice and close. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot. Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Here's Insanity with the shot. Now here is Holiday. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Hawks leading by 3. Now Hunter. Out to the right wing. Here's Silva in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Assist goes
and
to
how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Baddest one passes to Dimes. Lays it up off the glass.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Holiday, the pass to Hunter. Here's Silva. Now the dish to Holiday.
2 minutes.
Shoots from 12. That one misses.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Buckets passes to Perez. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Young finds Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Kaminsky misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Now the pass to Buckets. Driving the lane. Pass to Perez. Cruz guarded by Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. It's tipped.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The Hawks again can't hit. Buckets guarded by Holiday. Passes it to Cruz. To the middle. Here's Dimes. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Dimes got his second bucket of the night.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Got a hand on it. Here's Insanity, defended by Young. Here's Perez, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your home team. At the line for 2.
Good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Murray scanning the floor. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Addis one out there with buckets. Then there's Jay. Then there's Dimes. And it's Perez in at the point guard. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the Monster.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
The Hawks trail by 3. And for Atlanta, we've got DeAndre Hunter. Kaminsky out there with Murray. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Murray, the pass to Kaminsky. It's blocked.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Out to the wing. Here's Cruz. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution.
Murray outside. Hunter, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hunter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here is Holiday. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Perez. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the paint, here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Kaminsky. And it's Bogdanovich in for Aaron Holiday.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes back up. Ross grabs the board. Here's Okongwu. He nails it. We're tied up. Okongwu's now got 6.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
The pass to Ball. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Collins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Now here's Ross. Down low. Here's the monster.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Okongwu kicks to Hunter. Misses in close.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Baller passes to Batistone. And here is Murray. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Okongwu slams. It in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Ross. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That
First
one on
team
Collins.
fouls. At the line for your home team. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Young's checked in for Hunter. And both free throws good for Ross. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Shot by Collins, no good. Collins has gone 1 of 3 from the field here.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Young is double. Stolen. And here they come. Finished off the break.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
Drains the three-pointer. And it's 8 points for Ball.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
The Hawks trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Baller. He's covered by Murray. Here's Baller. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. From downtown, and it's Murray. That time answers from Bogdanovich.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Atlanta making a switch here. Silva's checked in. Now here's Ross. And stolen by Murray. Young outside. Wide open look. And again, it's Atlanta. Young's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Cruz, the pass to Dimes. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Murray. No good off the back of the rim.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Puts it up from 12. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for Preds.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young looking it over. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Hawks.
Substitution. Aaron Holiday.
Young passes to Silva. Shot clock at 5. Here's Young. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Ross passes to Batistron. Here's Cruz. A second chance effort. Back to Ross. Lets the three fly inside. Dimes the pass to Batistron. Tries it again. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young is doubled to the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Ross. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Jay's got 5 points now this quarter. Young against Ross. To the right side. Here's Okongwu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we finish one half of basketball. Up by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at this home squad. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
Talk to me, Ken. How did you think Atlanta played?
Shaq, was anyone boxing out?
I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies, more fundamental.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
We've got Prez. Baddest one out there with the monster. Then there's Easy Breezy. And it's Baller in at the two-guard spot.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And for the Hawks, Okongwu is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Murray in at the two-guard. Baller is out there with Prez. Then there's Baddest one. Then there's the monster. And it's Easy Breezy in at the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. And for the Hawks, they've got John Collins. Young is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. Now here's Ross after the miss from Trae Young. Here's the monster. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The monster's got 6 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Young passes to Collins. The kick out to Young. Second shot opportunity. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And 11 points for Trae Young.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Here's the monster. He's got 6 and he recovers it. Here's Baddest one. Buried from 15 feet out. 6 points for him.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now, here's Collins. Bogdanovich, no luck. Here's Baller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Young is double. For 3, Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
They get a hand on it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Perez, the pass to Easy Breezy. Misses the 3.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Pass to Perez. Pass to Easy Breezy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And that one is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Perez, the pass to the monster. And the layup's good off the glass. The Monster's got 8 points.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
The pass to Kaminsky. The 10-footer. And that one clearly a foul against the whistle. And 2 shots coming up. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Atlanta making some changes. Silva's checked in. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Trae Young. Baller guarded by Holiday. Rebounded by the Hawks. Pass to Murray. Off on the layup.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Baller. Rejected by Murray. They get it back. Pass to Dimes. To the paint. Another shot. Here's Baddest one. Clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2. Baddest one's got his first basket of the night.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Murray finds Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
For 3.
Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's a 6-point game. Here's Perez. A shot that time, not on target. Murray with the defensive effort. Comes up empty down low. Murray's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Cruz guarded by Holiday. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Baller, and he uses the glass on the layup. Baller's got 12. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchup?
Bogdanovich is checked in for Murray.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
And the Hawks with possession here. Trailing here by 8. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half. Getting away from the three-point shot.
Ross passes the ball. With the drive, that one drops for him. Baller's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. 59 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Baddest one. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Bogdanovich looking around. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Can't nail the jump.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Perez. Here's Baddest one. He has 6. And Hunter over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Atlanta has possession. Bogdanovich with it from outside the arc. And they'll get another chance. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got ballers. Insanity is out there with baddest one. Then there's Prez. And it's the monster in at the 5. Hunter dishes to Okongwu. Tries again. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball.
And they continue to control the glass.
The pass to baddest one. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ross against Holiday. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. And he comes up with the deuce. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Ross. Goes back up. Pass to Perez. To the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
And Holiday kicks to Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Bogdanovich.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Easy breezes checked in for Insanity. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Young's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. 6 to shoot. Here's Baller. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Into the line.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Hawks.
DeJounte Murray.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Young outside, puts up a 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here's Bogdanovich. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. It's good from long range. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Ross. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Passes the ball. There's the triple. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Ross against Young. Pass to Okongwu. For 3, Murray kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
DeJounte Murray at the line for 2.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And that's a foul called on Baldwin. That's his first foul.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And there's the pass to the monster. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And they're moving it up. There's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. They grab their own miss. Here's the monster. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Onyeka Okongwu.
And he's had more dunks in this game than you can count. The D has looked like they're just standing still. He keeps blowing by him and finishing with that highlight reel material.
On the road in a tough atmosphere, he's taking on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win.
And Collins isn't going to take it easy when he's going to the basket. He's throwing it down with force.
Here's Easy Breezy. Takes a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Young against Ross. And Young, here we go. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Young's confidence serves as the catalyst for him taking over games.
A second chance effort. The monster passes to Battistone. Kicks to Ross. Here's Easy Breezy. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. It Atlanta with the rebound.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Atlanta.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
It's good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Collins. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And ABC subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Here's baddest one. Three-pointer, Graham. Offensive rebound, baddest one. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young inside. Graham defending. Young, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's baddest one. Over to the wing. Now, here's Junior. Traps it in. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run-up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.